we've studied the crown jewel forests of redwoods and know that climate is not really a serious challenge, but in the process, we've learned so much that's so different than what we thought that we now know what we have to do and where we have to look to find out where the risk is to the extent that a risk exists. And that's in other types of forests. In a shorter sentence, let me just say, we did what we did because we didn't know to do something better. There's a basic design flaw in what we did in the beginning, which we wouldn't have made if we understood how very different the data would come in from what we feared they might. And if you just kind of go back to the origins of what Emily said in the beginning, to sort of how SRL evolved from its beginning, going back before SRL, the Sempervirens Fund, and you think of the crown jewel forests, which were the first protected, perfectly obvious why they were, starting with Big Basin, etc. And you go from there, and you say, if we had understood how robust this growth was in the crown jewels, we wouldn't have feared that. What we would have feared was nonlinearity. And the nonlinearity that we would fear is an extremely different reaction in lesser quality sites. And we would have centered the research then around edge effects, dry sites, weird places of which particularly coastal redwood has an abundance. I mean, if you don't get coastal redwood as the weirdest darn tree in the world, you know, you just kind of don't appreciate how cool it is. And also younger forests that are getting older. You know, if you think through the tiny, minuscule percentage of the acreage that's the crown jewel forests, it's out there that there's risk from climate to the extent there is, and that's where we have to go next.